Based on the historical data and forecast, Bitcoin shows a downtrend. The RSI consistently remains below 50, indicating a weakening momentum. The forecast for the next week projects a continued decline, with prices hovering around $65,000. The support price of $66,400 acts as a potential floor, while the resistance at $86,700 remains distant. Considering these factors, I recommend a short selling strategy. Entry price should be $65,600, placing a stop-loss order at $66,400 to limit potential losses. The initial target price is $64,000, aiming to capitalize on the predicted downward trend. To refine the strategy, we'll incorporate the Bollinger Bands. The price consistently trades below the middle band, confirming the downtrend. If the price touches the lower band around $64,600, it signals an oversold condition, potentially offering a temporary bounce. However, given the overall bearish outlook, I'd maintain the short position. Adjust the target price to $64,900 if the price bounces off the lower Bollinger Band. This combined RSI and Bollinger Band strategy offers a balanced approach, leveraging both momentum and volatility indicators for optimized returns. Based on the historical data and forecast, Ethereum demonstrates a downtrend, supported by the consistently lower forecast prices. The RSI values have been predominantly below 50, indicating a bearish momentum, with several days showing oversold conditions below 30. Considering these factors, I recommend a short selling strategy. Entry price should be $1,890, placing the stop loss at $1,900 to limit potential losses if the price reverses. A reasonable target price would be $1,870, aligning with the forecast. To refine this strategy, we incorporate the Bollinger Bands. The price consistently trading near the lower band suggests further downside potential. Therefore, I propose a portfolio combining the short selling strategy with a Bollinger Band confirmation. The primary short position remains at $1,890 with a stop loss at $1,900 and a target price of $1,870. We can add a secondary position when the price touches the lower Bollinger Band, around $1,870, with a tighter stop loss at $1,880 and a target price of $1,850. This layered approach aims to maximize returns while managing risk effectively. Based on the historical data and forecast, XRP shows a slight downward trend with recent consolidation around $1.4. The RSI consistently hovers between 35 and 45, indicating neither strongly oversold nor overbought conditions. The Bollinger Bands have been widening recently, suggesting increased volatility. Considering the forecast predicts a price around $1.36 to $1.38 for the next week, a conservative strategy is warranted. I propose a short position at $1.43 with a stop loss at $1.45 to protect against a potential upward reversal. The initial target price is $1.35, near the established support level. To optimize the portfolio, I will implement a layered approach. Initially, enter a short position at $1.43 with a stop loss at $1.45 and a target at $1.35. If the price reaches $1.35, partially cover the position and set a new target at $1.33, aligning with the lower end of the forecast range. This layered strategy allows for profit-taking while mitigating risk. The RSI readings suggest caution, and the Bollinger Bands indicate potential for price swings, making this a balanced and adaptive strategy. Based on the historical data and forecast, BNB shows a downtrend with significant volatility. The RSI consistently remains in the oversold territory below 30, indicating a potential buying opportunity. The Bollinger Bands have been widening, suggesting increased market uncertainty. Considering the support price of $604 and the forecast predicting prices around $583 to $595, I recommend a long position strategy with a focus on capitalizing on potential short-term rebounds. The entry price should be set at $583, with a stop-loss placed at $578 to mitigate potential losses if the downtrend continues. A target price of $610 should be set to secure profits during a potential bounce. To enhance the efficiency of this strategy, I propose a combined approach utilizing the RSI, Bollinger Bands, and support/resistance levels. We will enter a long position when the RSI dips below 20, coinciding with the lower band of the Bollinger Bands and near the support price. For example, if the RSI reaches $18 and the price touches the lower Bollinger Band around $583, we enter a long position with an entry price of $583. The stop loss will be set at $578, and the initial target price will be $610. If the price reaches the target, we can consider a trailing stop loss to capture further gains, adjusting the stop loss as the price moves higher. This combined strategy aims to maximize profit potential while minimizing risk by leveraging multiple technical indicators and price levels. Based on the historical data and forecast, Solana has been fluctuating between a support price of $78 and a resistance price of $88. The RSI indicates oversold conditions on several days, particularly around $78, suggesting potential buying opportunities. The Bollinger Bands show that the price is currently near the lower band, indicating a potential for a rebound. Considering these factors, I recommend a long position with an entry price of $80.7, a stop-loss price of $78, and a target price of $88. This strategy aims to capitalize on the potential bounce from the oversold condition and the support level, while limiting risk with a stop-loss just below the support. To refine this strategy, I will incorporate the RSI and Bollinger Bands indicators. When the RSI falls below 20, indicating an oversold condition, and the price touches the lower Bollinger Band, we initiate a long position at $81.2. The stop loss is set at $78 to protect against further downside. The target price is $88, aligning with the resistance level. This combined approach leverages both momentum and volatility indicators to enhance the probability of success. This portfolio offers a balance between risk and reward, targeting a significant price appreciation while safeguarding against potential losses. Based on the historical data and forecast, TRON exhibits a sideways trend with slight upward momentum. The price has been fluctuating between a support of $0.283 and a resistance of $0.294. The RSI consistently hovers around the 45 to 57 range, indicating neither strong overbought nor oversold conditions. The Bollinger Bands show that the price is currently near the middle band, suggesting low volatility. The forecast for the next week indicates a stable price around $0.284 to $0.286, reinforcing the sideways trend. Therefore, I recommend a moderately bullish strategy focusing on short-term gains. My strategy involves a long position at $0.284, capitalizing on the slight upward momentum and the forecast. The stop loss will be set at $0.282, just below the recent support level and the lower Bollinger Band, to mitigate potential losses. The initial target price will be $0.290, aligning with the resistance level and providing a reasonable profit margin. If the price reaches $0.290, we will consider moving the stop loss to break-even, $0.284, to secure profits and allow for further upside potential. The RSI indicates that we are not in an overbought condition, so there is room for the price to move higher. This approach balances risk and reward, aiming for consistent short-term profits within the prevailing sideways market conditions. Based on the historical data and forecast, Dogecoin exhibits a slightly downward trend with increased volatility. The RSI consistently fluctuates below 50, indicating a generally weak buying momentum. However, it has recently approached the oversold level of 20, suggesting a potential short-term bounce. The Bollinger Bands show that the price has been oscillating within a range, and the forecast indicates a continued sideways movement around $0.095. Considering these factors, I recommend a contrarian strategy focusing on short-term gains. We will implement a buy strategy when the RSI dips below 37 and the price touches the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Specifically, I suggest entering a long position at $0.0953 when the RSI is below 37 and the price hits the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Set a stop loss at $0.0915, just below the support level, to limit potential losses. For the target price, aim for $0.107, which is the top of the Bollinger Bands. This strategy leverages the potential bounce from the oversold condition and the resistance of the Bollinger Bands. The portfolio will allocate 60% of the capital to this strategy, with the remaining 40% held in cash to capitalize on potential opportunities if the price breaks down further. This approach balances risk and reward, aiming for moderate gains in a volatile market. Based on the historical data and forecast, Cardano shows a fluctuating trend with periods of consolidation and minor upward movement. The RSI consistently hovers around the mid-range, indicating neither strong buying nor selling pressure. The Bollinger Bands have been narrowing recently, suggesting a period of low volatility. Considering these factors, I propose a strategy focused on short-term gains capitalizing on minor price fluctuations. We will initiate a long position at $0.279, coinciding with the first day of the forecast period and a slight bounce from the recent low. A stop loss will be set at $0.263, just below the recent low, to mitigate potential losses. The target price is set at $0.29, representing a reasonable profit target given the current market conditions and the proximity to the resistance level. To refine this strategy, we will incorporate the Bollinger Bands. If the price touches the lower band, we will buy at $0.279. If the price touches the upper band, we will sell. The RSI readings suggest that the asset is not currently oversold or overbought, so we will not rely heavily on this indicator. We will adjust the stop loss to $0.272, just below the lower Bollinger Band, and the target price to $0.287, near the upper Bollinger Band. This combined approach leverages both the Bollinger Bands and RSI to identify potential entry and exit points, maximizing profit potential while minimizing risk. This portfolio will be re-evaluated daily to adapt to changing market conditions. Based on the historical data and forecast, Bitcoin Cash shows a declining trend. The RSI consistently below 50 indicates a weakening momentum, and the forecast predicts further price drops. The support price of $468 acts as a potential floor, while the resistance at $480 has been tested multiple times without sustained breakouts. Considering the forecast data, I recommend a short position strategy. We will enter a short position at $453. The stop loss will be set at $480, just above the resistance level, to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly reverses. The target price will be $429, aligning with the lowest forecast price. To refine this strategy, we'll incorporate the Bollinger Bands. When the price touches the lower band, it indicates a potential oversold condition, strengthening our short position. The center of the Bollinger Bands has been consistently decreasing, confirming the downward trend. Therefore, the combined strategy involves entering a short position at $453, with a stop loss at $480 and a target price of $429. This portfolio combines the RSI signal, the forecast trend, and the Bollinger Bands confirmation for a high probability, high return investment opportunity. Based on the historical data and forecast, Chainlink shows a fluctuating trend with support at $8.19 and resistance at $9.22. The RSI fluctuates between 34 and 49, indicating periods of oversold and overbought conditions. The Bollinger Bands suggest potential volatility, with price movements often occurring near the band's edges. Given the current RSI around 47 and the forecast prices hovering around $8.6 to $8.85, I recommend a moderately bullish strategy. We will initiate a long position when the price touches the lower Bollinger Band, which is around $8.18. The stop loss will be set just below the support level at $8.15 to protect against potential downside risks. The initial target price will be the resistance level at $9.22, aiming for a significant gain. To refine this strategy, we will incorporate RSI signals. If the price drops to $8.18 and the RSI is below 30, confirming an oversold condition, we will enter a long position. The stop loss remains at $8.15. However, we will adjust the target price based on the RSI. If the price reaches $8.85 and the RSI approaches 70, suggesting overbought territory, we will take partial profits at $8.85, securing a portion of the gains. The remaining position will then have a revised target of $9.22, allowing for further upside potential while managing risk. This blended strategy combines Bollinger Band breakouts with RSI confirmation for a more robust and adaptive approach. Based on the historical data and forecast, Morpho exhibits a clear upward trend. The price has consistently made higher highs and higher lows, supported by a rising RSI which has moved above 60 and Bollinger Bands that are widening, indicating increasing volatility and potential for further price increases. The support price of $1.49 has held firm, while the resistance price of $2.07 presents a potential challenge. Considering the forecast prices, which predict a continued climb towards $2.06, a bullish strategy is warranted. We will implement a strategy that combines RSI and Bollinger Band signals. Our position strategy will be a long entry triggered when the RSI falls below 40, indicating an oversold condition, and the price touches the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Given the recent data, we anticipate this might occur around $1.8. The entry price will be $1.8. We will place a stop-loss order just below the bottom of the Bollinger Bands at $1.7 to protect against a sudden reversal. The initial target price will be set at the resistance level of $2.07, aiming for a quick profit. If the price breaks above $2.07, we will adjust the stop-loss to the entry price of $1.8 and raise the target price to $2.1 to capitalize on the continued upward momentum. This strategy combines technical indicators with key support and resistance levels to maximize potential returns while managing risk effectively. Based on the historical data and forecast, Falcon Finance demonstrates a slightly downward trend with recent price fluctuations. The support price is consistently holding at $0.0789, while the resistance is at $0.0854. The RSI values have been oscillating around the mid-range, indicating neither strong overbought nor oversold conditions. However, the recent RSI values have been trending upwards, suggesting a potential shift towards bullish momentum. The Bollinger Bands show that the price has been fluctuating within a relatively narrow range, with the bottom band nearing $0.0775 and the top band around $0.083. Considering the forecast prices, which are slightly above the recent closing prices, and the upward trend in RSI, I propose a moderately bullish strategy. My recommended strategy is to initiate a long position when the RSI crosses above 50, with an entry price of $0.0801. Place a stop-loss order at $0.0789, just below the established support level, to limit potential losses. Set a target price of $0.0817, aligning with the upper end of the forecast range and a reasonable profit margin. If the RSI reaches 80, consider taking partial profits and adjusting the stop-loss to protect gains. This strategy combines technical indicators and price forecasts to capitalize on potential upward movement while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop-loss. The overall portfolio will be 60% long position, 30% cash, and 10% short position. Based on the historical data and forecast, Bittensor has been experiencing a volatile period with fluctuating prices. The support price consistently remains at $177, while the resistance price has fluctuated between $191 and $196. The RSI has been oscillating around the 40 to 50 range, indicating neither strong overbought nor oversold conditions. The Bollinger Bands have widened, suggesting increased volatility. Considering these factors, I recommend a cautious yet opportunistic strategy. We will implement a combined RSI and Bollinger Band strategy with a focus on short-term gains. The entry price will be $179 when the price touches the bottom of the Bollinger Bands and the RSI is below 40. The stop-loss will be set at $177, just below the support level, to mitigate potential losses. The initial target price will be $181, aiming for a quick profit as the price rebounds from the support level. If the price reaches $181, we will move the stop-loss to $179 to secure the profit. Subsequently, if the price continues to rise and reaches the resistance level of $196, we will set a final target price of $196. This strategy combines the volatility indicated by the Bollinger Bands with the oversold signal from the RSI, providing a balanced approach to capitalize on short-term price movements while managing risk effectively. Based on the historical data and forecast, Terra Luna Classic demonstrates a slight upward trend, supported by the consistently increasing forecast prices. The RSI fluctuates between 40 and 57, indicating periods of both oversold and overbought conditions. The Bollinger Bands have been widening slightly, suggesting increasing volatility. Considering these factors, I recommend a long position strategy focusing on capitalizing on short-term price fluctuations while mitigating risk. The entry price will be $0.0000368, coinciding with the first forecast price. A stop loss will be placed at $0.0000365, just below the support level, to protect against unexpected downturns. The target price will be $0.0000381, aligning with the highest forecast price and the upper Bollinger Band, allowing for a reasonable profit margin. To refine this strategy, I will incorporate RSI signals. If the RSI falls below 20, indicating an oversold condition, we will enter a long position at the lowest price. Conversely, if the RSI exceeds 80, signaling an overbought condition, we will consider exiting the position or taking profits. The portfolio will prioritize the long position strategy with RSI confirmation, as it offers the best balance of potential returns and risk management. The stop loss and target prices will remain consistent with the initial recommendation, ensuring a disciplined approach to profit-taking and loss prevention. The final portfolio will allocate 70% to the long position strategy, 20% to RSI confirmation, and 10% to Bollinger Bands prediction. Based on the historical data and forecast, DoubleZero shows a downtrend with significant volatility. The price has been fluctuating between a support of $0.0678 and a resistance of $0.119. The RSI consistently hovers below 50, indicating a prevailing bearish sentiment, with periods of oversold conditions, below 30. The Bollinger Bands show contraction recently, suggesting a potential breakout. Considering these factors, I recommend a cautious strategy focusing on short-term gains with tight risk management. My proposed strategy is a combination of RSI and Bollinger Band signals. We will initiate a long position when the RSI falls below 20, indicating an oversold condition. The entry price will be $0.069 on March 5, 2026. A stop loss will be placed just below the support level at $0.067 to limit potential losses. The target price will be set near the upper Bollinger Band, around $0.078, aiming for a quick profit. If the price breaks below the support level, we will exit the position immediately. This strategy aims to capitalize on short-term bounces while mitigating risks associated with the overall downtrend. Based on the historical data and forecast, Maple Finance exhibits a downtrend with significant volatility. The RSI consistently dips below 30, indicating oversold conditions, while the price fluctuates within the Bollinger Bands. The forecast for the next week suggests a continuation of this downtrend, hovering around $0.22. Given these factors, I recommend a contrarian strategy focusing on short-term bounces. We will implement a buy strategy when the RSI reaches an oversold level of 20. Specifically, when the RSI drops to 25.7 on February 22, 2026, we will enter a long position at $0.21. The stop loss will be set just below the support level at $0.208, and the target price will be $0.242, capitalizing on a potential rebound towards the recent resistance. To refine this strategy, we will incorporate the Bollinger Bands. When the price touches the lower band of 0.202 on February 23, 2026, it confirms an oversold condition, strengthening our buy signal. The portfolio will be 60% based on the RSI strategy and 40% based on the Bollinger Band strategy. This blended approach combines the RSI's ability to identify oversold conditions with the Bollinger Band's indication of price volatility, aiming for high returns while managing risk. The final portfolio will be to enter a long position at $0.21, set a stop loss at $0.208, and target $0.242. Based on the historical data and forecast, LayerZero shows a downtrend with significant volatility. The price has been fluctuating around the support level of $1.49 and the resistance level of $1.71. The RSI indicates that the asset is currently in an oversold region, with values consistently below 50. The Bollinger Bands are widening, suggesting increased market volatility. Considering these factors, I recommend a contrarian strategy focusing on short-term gains. My strategy involves entering a long position when the RSI reaches an oversold level below $39, specifically at $1.5. The stop loss should be set just below the support level at $1.46 to protect against further downside risk. The initial target price is set at the resistance level of $1.61, aiming for a quick profit. If the price breaks through the resistance, a trailing stop loss can be implemented to capture additional gains, targeting $1.69. This strategy combines RSI signals with support and resistance levels and Bollinger Bands to maximize potential returns while managing risk effectively. Based on the historical data and forecast, just shows a generally upward trend with increasing momentum. The price has been fluctuating within a defined range between $0.0453 and $0.0543. The RSI indicator has crossed above 50, indicating bullish momentum, and recently reached overbought levels above 60. The Bollinger Bands have been widening, suggesting increased volatility and potential for price movement. Considering these factors, I recommend a long position strategy. We will enter a long position at $0.0458. Given the recent upward trend and the forecast prices, a reasonable stop-loss price would be $0.0453, just below the support level, to limit potential losses. The initial target price will be $0.0486, aligning with the forecast price for March 5, 2026. To refine the strategy, we will incorporate a dynamic target price based on the RSI and Bollinger Bands. If the RSI reaches 80 or the price touches the upper Bollinger Band, we will adjust the target price to $0.0486, securing profits. Conversely, if the RSI falls below 20 or the price touches the lower Bollinger Band, we will immediately exit the position to prevent further losses. This adaptive approach allows us to capitalize on the upward momentum while mitigating risk. The portfolio will prioritize this long position strategy due to its potential for high returns in the current market conditions. Based on the historical data and forecast, DECRED shows a clear uptrend with increasing momentum. The price has consistently broken through resistance levels, and the forecast predicts continued growth. The RSI is consistently above 50, indicating bullish sentiment, and has recently entered overbought territory, suggesting a potential pullback before further gains. The Bollinger Bands have been widening, confirming the increasing volatility and upward trend. Considering these factors, I recommend a long position strategy. The entry price should be $29.8, coinciding with the initial forecast price and a slight pullback from the recent high. A stop loss should be placed at $28.4, just below the recent support level, to protect against a sudden reversal. The initial target price should be $33.5, aligning with the forecast peak for the week. To refine the strategy, we'll incorporate RSI and Bollinger Band signals. If the RSI drops below 40 during the week, triggering an oversold condition, consider adding to the position at the prevailing price with a reduced position size. Conversely, if the price touches the upper Bollinger Band, consider taking partial profits while maintaining a core long position. For the primary position, the entry price is $29.8, the stop loss is $28.4, and the target price is $33.5. For any subsequent entry based on RSI, the stop loss should be the entry price, and the target price should be $35.1. This layered approach balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the overall bullish trend while mitigating potential losses from short-term fluctuations. Based on the historical data and forecast, Lombard shows a clear upward trend. The RSI consistently moving above 50 indicates bullish momentum, with a recent surge above 70 on February 26 suggesting a potential overbought condition, but the forecast data suggests continued price appreciation. The Bollinger Bands have been widening, indicating increased volatility and potential for significant price movements. We will implement a tiered entry strategy. First, initiate a long position at $0.841, placing a stop-loss order at $0.83 to mitigate potential downside risk. The initial target price is set at $0.892. Subsequently, as the price approaches $0.892, we will add to the position at $0.869, maintaining the same stop-loss at $0.83. The second target price will be $0.905. For the final entry, if the price reaches $0.849, we will increase the position again, keeping the stop-loss at $0.83. The final target price will be $0.948. This strategy combines trend following with RSI and Bollinger Band signals, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum while managing risk effectively. The support price of $0.85 provides an additional safety net, and the resistance level of $1.18 offers a long-term upside potential.